बस हो गया ना, सिर्फ जीएसटी पूछा है, वो मैंने एक्स्ट्रा लिखा है जिससे जीएसटी जीएसटी कोड नहीं है। हमारा अभी यार 3 खत्म हो हाँ 3 मार्च को 22 है। हाँ तभी तो ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन अभी आएगा मेरे साथ ही बैठेगा क्लास में तो बैठने नहीं देते तो इधर ही बैठ 100% मेरे को सुबह बोल मैं भूल गया मैं कर दिया 2 इयर्स मैंने काम किया 5 और 6 करना था ना 5 2 3 हाँ नहीं 4 तो तेरा बात सच में भाई इसका
Good evening to you all. Good evening to you all. People are moving behind. Front benches are getting empty and sit down. You come forward now. Why are you going to the back benches?
Someone is sitting here.
Huh? Ishmeet Singh. Ishmeet, na? Come here. Come. Both of you stand up. Come over here. Lot of places are there, na? Acha, we sitting. Come to this bench. You sit. Go to the next bench. Why the girls are gone behind? A lot of places are here. Come in. Yeah, come fast. Somebody is sitting over here. Yes, Moray, what discussion is going on? Come. Today any newcomers are there? There are 3, 4, 5, 8, 4, 1, 2. You are from which school? Oda.
My class.
What's your name? Shivam. You? Nerul. What's your name? Akshat J. Who else? You are there in the last lecture? You? My name? That is Purna. Your name? Nidhi J. You also new? Hey. Your name? Dinesh. Aditi. You are there in the last lecture. Homeworks were given to you?
Yes, sir.
All of you done the homework?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes.
You did not get the book? Go and get it fast. Okay. What are the homework was given?
4, 5, 6.
5 and 6.
The first exercise. First exercise.
Yes, sir.
1, 3, 2, 3. They come for also 3 standard. Please come forward. What are 3 are there, na? But here. Come forward fast. Huh? You want one more there. So you want to well, you move outside, then you move outside, na? Here, you come here, please do it. Or you want to sit outside? Anywhere you can sit. Done. One, two, yeah. Take out the homework, all of you. All of you done the homework. Have you even done the homework? I cannot hear anything from you. You have a doubt? Okay. All the questions were doubt? Only one question, huh? Remaining all done? You done? All answers got it? You? I said now what is to be done, I will stand up there. Stand up. Ishani, no? Yes, you, your friend, done? Third one down, the remaining one down. Okay, yours? Huh?
She got the book yesterday.
It was there in the textbook now. You done everything? All answers got? You? All answers you got? Still one question is incomplete. I suppose. Yours? All done? Everything is complete. Yours? All done. You? All answers got? Yours? Or what is this cancellation slot? Mistakes made? Be careful, you know. Down, you don't have book, so you did not get the book till now. Did you get now? Why? Today itself you should get now. All others were getting. Why did you collect the book? What's your name? Today itself you have to collect. Okay. No problem. Next class I will not collect. Your friend now, so you should tell her no, go and collect the book. You came to the office, I see.
Yes.
Okay. Yours, Raji, you are good. No? Yours. Why? Stand up. Homework today. Two good. But how many questions are done? Two. Please stand up. You. Yours. Done all? How many questions? And previous ones also done? Okay. Yours. First time. Sorry. Stand up. Not done, na? Yours. Not done. Please stand up. Today is the first day. Today only you got the book. Till now, what they said? You went to collect. Yes. Why a lot of cancellation? One page of the cancellation. Still covered. So all answers you got. Yours. On some doubt is there. Okay. Here. All answers got. Yes. Okay. Very good. Here. Listen. Why you didn't do? You didn't know that there is a homework. So now in the every lecture I have to tell you specially. Is it so? Yes, what was your problem? You didn't get the book now. Today only got the book. You also did not get the book. You not brought the book. No?
I had doubting fifth question and sixth question and
I got plan one question.
sixth question I forgot.
Now look here. I am going to start next class onwards. Mark the homework not done. Then if it is marked, you know what will happen? Message will go to your parents. Okay. So today is the last final call. Now I will not tell you this one further. Okay. Please sit down, all of you. Those who did not get the maths volume, please stand up. Then. Why didn't you collect? You collected today or going to collect today? Going to collect today. Who says that mobile is click on? All of you switch off your mobile. Someone messaging is. You also have to collect today itself. You also have to collect today itself. Okay. Sit down, sit down. All of you have the maths textbook now. Not now. At home at least. All of you purchase the Selena? Everyone? Okay. Now those who did not have, those who don't have the maths volume, these all questions are from the Selena only. Ask your friend, they will tell this question number. Okay, at least you can check as way to do. Attendance sheet, you all of you know how to sign. Okay. Those whose name is not there, please write the name and put the signature. Okay, so we are doing the GST part. So first is your doubts and difficulties I will clarify. We started with the second exercise.
No, sir.
I I explained input tax, output tax we are discussing. Nothing is done. Very bad. Oh, still first exercise. Okay, tell me in the first exercise completed now.
Yes.
It's all of you followed.
Yes.
Okay, so new admission people, if you are done in the school, something you know. If you not done means, will be discussed later. Okay. Now, any doubts or difficulties in your homework? Yes. Which question you have doubt?
In question number 3 and I didn't got
Yes.
question number 2's answer.
Wait. Let me take the question number 3. Read the question.
Second one.
No, question number 3, no. That's the one. Which one you have doubt? Question 3, no.
In question number 2, I didn't got the final answer, and question number 3, I couldn't answer.
Question number 2, what is the problem? Find the amount of the bill, no? Isn't it? Find the amount of the bill. It is given, MRP is given 12,000. Did you make the table?
Yes.
Okay, what is the final answer you got?
I got 2,785.
So amounts are 12,000 with the some SGST. Then you have to add CGST, you have to write. Then okay, good sir. It's a question number 2. No, this is you from where you take the answer behind. No, I think the answer behind is this one. Question number 2 is this is CGST is given. Okay, so then so you have to first say your MRP is written. Discount percentage is given, therefore selling price you got 70% of 12,000 and all. This one table you made now, and this one 80% of 15,000, and then 70% of 9,500, then 60% of 18,000. Then the next that is the selling price, then CGST is written, then CGST value calculated, 6% of the SP, then 9%. Should I read the values? Should I ask someone to read the values?
Question number 5.
The answers. If you want to verify your answers, sit down. Do you want then some others to give you the answer, or you have to check again? Sit down. What are the MRPs you got?
I got
Sorry, selling price how much you got? First one.
37,900.
You added all the this one selling price.
Discounted price.
You added everything. Discounted price is still no. You cannot add that one. The GSTs are different now. Are you followed? Did you see the question? They check in the table. Is the GST same thing? For the first one, CGST 6. Second one, CGST is 9. So you can, how can you add that one? Are you followed? Every individual item you have to calculate the CGST. You cannot add the values. Where we add the value if the GST percentage is same. Okay, if for 100 rupees I have to pay 8%, so how much I have to pay? 8 by 100 into 100, that is 8 rupees. For as 150 rupees I have to pay 15%, means can you add both of them and find the percentage? No. Percentages are different. No, are you followed the difference?
Yes,
So in your table, first column will be MRP, second is discount percentage, third column is discounted value or selling price, both are same. Then the next column will come as CGST percentage. Okay, CGST percentage, therefore CGST is equal to 6 by 100 into your discounted value or SP. Okay now?
Yes.
All of you followed. Okay, this one, one by one. Then whatever it is there, see what is happening, one mobile lost and found. Bring it, send, pass it this one. Hello? All of you keep your mobile in your bag, otherwise you will forget and you keep it over here. Put inside the bag itself. You know what happens? If you will forget this all and then you have to come back and put in the bag itself. Okay? Nobody will call you till that time. If somebody is calling, you will think. Okay. So follow the mistake you must have made. Okay. So third question you have a problem. What is the other question you have?
Amount of bill for interest rate. I had confusion about interest.
Look here now, what is the difference? Do you know what you mean by interstate?
Interstate is from one state to
Another state. So over there, what you have to calculate? What you have to calculate?
ICSE.
All of them, no, I asked someone and somebody gave answer. You said the answer, no, somebody else. Okay, so for interstate, okay, you said, okay. For the interstate, we have to calculate IGST. IGST same as what?
GST. Yes.
I am calling you. Answer is coming from me. Ishmeet, be quiet. I will ask you. Okay, IGST same as GST. What is the meaning of intrastate?
Sir, the sales which are happening in the state.
Within the same state. Okay, remember this one. Interstate means different state. Intrastate means same state. Okay, how do you in intrastate what do you have to calculate?
Intrastate, SGST and CGST.
SGST and CGST. How do you calculate SGST?
SGST is half of the total GST.
Half of the GST. How do you calculate CGST? I think you have no idea. How do you get CGST? How to calculate CGST? To you, stand up fast. How to calculate CGST? Do you know? How? Tell now. Which percent? CGST percentage will be given in the question. GST percent will be given now. So then what will be CGST? Half of the GST. Okay, half of the GST. If it is a GST is 18%, what will be CGST? 9% of the 9% of what? 9% of 9% of selling price or discounted value, no? Yes or no? For 9% of what we will calculate? Selling price. Sit down. So once again, quickly, don't confuse with the words, okay? Confusing words are very important. Listen carefully. First is cost price or CP means what? Cost price. MRP means
Maximum retail price.
that is the printed price or MRP, same thing. Okay. Now what discount means, you know what is the meaning of discount?
Yes.
How much less amount you have to pay. Okay, discount percentage is given. What will be the selling price?
Discounted.
Selling price, there is another name is called discounted price. How will you get as a discounted price or selling price? MRP minus discount, or that is okay, MRP minus discount, or directly also you can calculate that. We have done. Then after that you just check the next word. What you have to check? Whether it is interstate or intrastate. Interstate means different states. If in interstate means you have to calculate what? IGST. What is the meaning of IGST? Integrated GST. What is the meaning of GST? Goods and service tax. And what is IGST? It is same as GST only. IGST is same as GST. How to calculate IGST? Whatever the percentage, that percentage of selling price. If it is IGST is 8% means what you have to find out? 8% of the selling price. What is another name for selling price? Discounted price. If discount is 0, then what will be the discounted price? Same MRP. Okay. Same. Okay. Same as MRP. No discount means same. What is the printed price here to be? Printed price. All of you signed it. Pass it to this side. Okay. Now next is okay. So and if it is an interstate transaction, what is CGST? Zero, nil. Okay, what is SGST? Zero. If it is intrastate transaction, what you have to calculate? Yes, it means
CGST and SGST.
CGST and SGST. How will you calculate CGST? What is CGST?
CGST central state.
What? So in terms of GST, what is CGST? Half of the GST. Okay, so then calculate. Then it is half of the GST from the selling price we find out. And CGST value and SGST value will be same. And what will be for intrastate transaction? IGST. What will be IGST for intrastate?
GST. The same percentage.
Did you hear my question? You did not hear my question. For intrastate transaction, what is IGST?
Zero.
Okay, so listen to the question and give. Okay, sit down. All of you sign the attendance sheet now. So just come to you now that time. Actually, okay. All right, no problem. So that is these are the things are there. Any other questions? You people have doubt in that exercise? Yes. Question number 5. Read the question.
The tax is not at rupees 750. The GST rate is 18%. Find the amount of bill.
What is the problem?
I didn't understood what to do when rupees is given.
7. See, it is given the cost of service is provided is equal to. You know what I mean by GST? Goods and service tax. Okay. So goods and service tax means this is a service. Okay, this is the service is given. Do you know what are good? GST goods means what? Tax is collected. Goods means which are things whatever you purchase. You take a water bottle, that is a goods is coming. Okay, you buy a mobile, so goods are coming. Textbook, notebook, their goods are coming. What are services? These all taxes, all coming the wonder. What are service tax? Like repairing. You come to a repairer come to your room home and they repair. Okay, electricity fittings are the electrical fittings are repairing. That is a service tax. That what comes under. Okay, or even this one, whatever the services are given, that is called service tax. So tax invoice means it is the selling price. Think about that result. Okay, the price of that is given as 750 rupees, and its GST is given as how much? 18%. So amount of the bill means first you have to find out GST. How will you find out the GST? 18%. There is no discount. So therefore, sale price is the amount to pay. That is the amount what you have to pay. The cost of service is equal to how much? 750 rupees. GST is 18% of 750. Therefore, amount of bill is equal to 750 plus GST. What is the answer got?
885.
885. Okay. Are you followed? 135 rupees is the GST bill. Are you followed now? Okay. Who else having it out? No. This is a mixture. It is coming. There were some people attended the third lecture. It is coming. Some are coming for the second lecture. Some are coming for the first lecture. So there is a confusion. Quite a lot of people are having. Quickly, we have not done the second exercise. Not started now. Any other doubts or difficulties you have? No. Okay. So quickly, I will talk about what is the meaning of which one. Last class we discussed now. Input tax, output tax, net tax, tax paid and all. Okay. Input tax, output tax. Okay. Cost and all. Now, tax, all of you know, tax is paid by who is paying? The customer to the shopkeeper, and in turn shopkeeper pays to the government. Understood or not? Whomsoever, or there are different names also is there. Manufacturer, then wholesaler, distributor, retailer, okay, consumer, customer, consumer. We come in which category? Consumer or customer. So we will go to the shop. I need to buy, let's say, a pair of shoes. I'll go to the shop and I'll buy. So then the shopkeeper will tell this money plus its tax is there. So that one, so we have to pay that much. Suppose if the shoe is costing 2,000 rupees and its tax is, let's say, 10%. So 2,000 rupees plus 10% of 2,000 rupees. What is the 10% of 2,000 rupees? So how much you have to pay to the shopkeeper?
2,000.
So your amount of the bill is 2,000 plus 200. 2,200. In this 2,200, shopkeeper will keep his 2,000 rupees, and what will shopkeeper will do to the 200 rupees? To the government. So shopkeeper's work is to collect the tax from the customer and pay to the government. Understood this much?
Yes.
That is a case of the tax collection and all. Now, once again, last class I discussed about the detail. Once again I tell you, let's say I am the shopkeeper, okay, I'll take this mobile itself, okay, so one item I have taken only, okay. So I am the shopkeeper, so in my shop I need to sell one mobile, so I have got the mobile, okay, from one of the, so I am the person, I have to collect from somewhere, maybe from the manufacturer or wholesaler. So I bought this mobile for, let's say, 10,000 rupees. Understood or not? So 10,000 rupees I bought. Then what I'll do? I'll display in my shop. Okay, so when I display in the shop and I will put the price over the price tag, let's say as I put it as, let's say, 15,000 rupees. Are you followed?
Yes.
Okay, then
It's
1 zero extra. I have become very greedy. Okay, so 15,000 is enough now. So 15,000. Now at every place, okay, I'll write GST is equal to, let's say, as 10%. Okay, Now simple values. So what is the cost of mobile for me? Cost price for the mobile for me? 10,000. So how much I have to pay to that person? 10,000 plus tax. So what is the GST I have to pay? That is 10% of 10,000. So what is the 10,000? That is equal to 1,000 rupees. So what is my amount of the bill? 11,000. So I have paid to that person, to the wholesaler, 11,000 rupees. And I brought my mobile and I put in my shop. Okay, who comes? Okay, let's say Atharva comes to my shop and he wanted to buy the mobile. So he got this mobile. So how much Atharva has to pay?
15,000.
Only 15,000
Plus GST.
plus GST. So what is the GST again? 10%. It's not necessary GST will be every stage it will be same. It may be different also. Okay, generally same item GST is same. So how much Atharva has to pay? So it is 1,500 as the tax. So his bill is equal to how much? 16,500. Okay, that is this is the one. So amount of bill for me was how much? 11,000. Amount of bill for Atharva is how much? 16,500. This also is followed or not? Okay. Now, what is the tax paid by me?
1,000.
I paid 1,000 rupees now. What is the tax paid by me? 1,000 rupees. Isn't it? Because while I bought the mobile for how much amount? 10,000 rupees. So tax paid by me is equal to 10,000 rupees. How much is the tax paid by Atharva? 1,500. Isn't it? Understood or not? Okay, these are. Now, what tax paid by me is called, okay, before going to that one, where this one, this I paid to the manufacturer, no? This 1,000 rupees, where it will go? You put it in his pocket?
No.
No. What will you do? You give to the government. Understood or not?
Yes.
Okay. Now, next is the case I will come what I have to pay to the government. I am coming to. Now, next is what tax paid by me? What is the amount of tax paid by me? 1,000 rupees. That tax is called input tax. Your input tax credit, or somewhere you see ITC. Okay, whatever tax paid by me is called which one? Input tax credit or ITC. Okay, what tax I collected? How much tax I collected? 1,500. That tax is called output tax. How much is that? Output tax. So then, now the next case is coming as net tax. Net tax means the tax I have to pay to the government. I will not pay 1,500 to the government. I already paid 1,000 rupees as tax. Through the manufacturer it is reached to government. So how much extra I had to pay? 1,500 minus 1,000 rupees. That is 500 rupees. Okay. So net tax paid by me to the government is what? 500 rupees. So how do you find out that one? Output tax minus input tax. Remember the word. What do you mean by input tax? Tax paid by me. What is output tax? Tax collected by me. That means you keep in mind, okay, whatever, any percentage, okay. What do you mean by input tax? Tax paid by me. What is output tax? Tax collected by me. What is the net tax?
Output
tax. Okay, understood all of you?
Yes.
Okay, so then what is the profit I made? 500 rupees.
No sir.
How-
So 16,500 money.
How much? What is the profit I made? Let's see. I made 5,000 rupees. Yes or no?
Yes.
See, even if this way also go, this way also go. Okay, anyway you go. I paid how much to that manufacturer? 11,000. He paid how much? 16,000. Out of which how much I paid to the government? So in my pocket how much is there? 16,000. 16,000. Whereas I paid to him
11,000.
So how much in my pocket?
5,000.
It is 5,000. Means this minus this. Understood or not?
Yes.
Okay. Now otherwise, so this is I am the manufacturer. Sorry, this is the manufacturer. I am the wholesaler. Otherwise, let's say shopkeeper. He's smart enough. What he did, you know? What he did? He wrote how much? 25,000. With a discount of, he offered also discount percent is equal to 20% discount also he given. Okay, whenever we see discount, we immediately go for no. Look at that one, no. See, he bought for how much money?
15,000.
15,000. You will not come and collect from me. There is no discount. Whereas here it is there. We all, that is a human nature, no.
Yes.
Okay, whatever something come, if it is less means we will all go for that one. That is always, that is a common. Anyway, so discount percentage. Okay, so remember GST every place I put as 10%. Okay, it's easy for easy calculation only. Now, so for Atharva, Avi goes to a Atharva shop. Okay, now Avi goes to Atharva shop. So what he has to pay? What is the cost of the mobile for him?
80%.
20. So 20% discount he has to do, or that is same as 80 by 100 into 25,000. Are you followed? What is it? It is either 20% you calculate from here and subtract, or 80%. So 80% if you are calculating, how much you will get as? 200 rupees or 20,000 rupees. Cancel now. 0, 0 cancel and 20,000. So what is the discount means? 20 by 100 into 25,000. That is 5,000. So that will be subtracted and you will get, this is the amount Avi has to pay. That is the cost for him. Now he has to pay Avi that much only he has to pay?
No, sir.
No. What else he has to pay?
GST.
Tax. GST. How much is the GST for him? 10% means 2,000. So how much is his bill? 22,000. I bought the bill for mobile for 11,000. It reached to Avi for 22,000. Okay, now this much is clear.
Yes.
All transaction followed.
Yes.
I went to manufacturer. I bought the mobile for 10,000. This is for me is cost price. Understood now? This is the manufacturer's selling price. This is the selling price of mine. This is Atharva's cost price. Are you following or not?
Yes.
Now next is, this is the
Selling price.
MRP for Atharva, because there is a discount now. This is the MRP of Atharva. Then what is the selling price of Atharva? 20,000. So that is same as the cost price of Avi. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, cost price and the tax is given. Now let's come to, all of you followed this much. Now this, now again another one. What is the net tax for, let's come to Atharva. What is the Atharva's input tax credit? 1,500. How much he paid? Atharva paid to me is how much? 1,500. What is his output tax? 2,000. Are you following or not?
Yes.
How much he received? 2,000. So how much he has to pay to the government?
500.
500. Okay. What is Avi's input tax credit? 2,000. What is his output tax?
0.
0. Why? He is not selling. He is called the end user. End user means he is not have to pay. If it was here, Atharva was the end user means his output tax, government to be output tax will be 0. Okay. Alright, understood now the person. So taxes. This is the way one by one situations here. Follow out the case. Input tax, output tax. Okay. So what is the meaning of input tax?
Taxes per
Tax paid by. What is output tax? Tax collected by me. What is the tax to the government? Net tax means output tax minus income tax. Then now again net tax can be calculated tax on profit also. See what was my profit? 5,000. Find its 10% of 5,000. What is Atharva's profit?
10,000.
How 10,000?
Oh, acha. 5,000.
He is also 5,000 only now. He is giving a discount now. He is not selling for this one. He is doing discount. So he is also getting as how much? Profit is, he bought for 15,000. He is selling for how much? 20,000. So his profit is 5,000. It's 10% also 500. That also is same thing. Okay, understood now? Values will be. So even net tax means can be taken another way. Tax on profit also can be taken. Understood or not? Tax on
Yes.
profit this way. Any confusion is there? Yes.
So he brought it for 15,000 or 16,500. So because
This is the, now look here. This is the amount of bill for him. Actually, this is the cost price. This is the tax. So he brought for, this is the his cost price. For tax will not be considered for the profit and all. Okay, his bill is how much? Cost of the mobile for him is what? 16,500. What is its cost price? 15,000. Are you followed the difference? Okay, same way. He is what is this 25,000? MRP or list price. Okay, so then Avi is getting the mobile for how much? 20,000. That is the selling price of Atharva, and that is the cost of Avi. And what is his tax is coming? 2,000. So he has to pay for his amount of bill is equal to 22,000. The cost, actual cost of the mobile is, no, don't compare these all things to the things which we are going to today, go to the market and all. When you go to the market, there is no, suppose if it is, now suppose if I go and buy this mobile, if you go to the shop, it's written 12,000. This 12, you have to pay only 12,000 only. Why? This 12,000 is inclusive of the tax. That is a market technique, okay? Its actual price was something 10,000 or something only, so plus 2,000 tax. Are you followed? So don't compare this question. No questions will be compared to day-to-day markets. Market calculations are different. Most of the places you will see whatever the price is displayed is cost of that item, means inclusive of the tax, amount of the bill. Okay, it is the amount of the bill. Whereas ours is directly how to calculate. Still confusion is there?
So sir, he will buy it for 16,500 or 15,000?
He has to pay 16,500.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and this 16,500 is what? His bill is 16,500. He has to pay 16,500. Now, its cost of the mobile, when it is asked to you, what is the cost of the mobile? Okay, so even there are a lot of, now how it is coming, this one, car and all when purchase, they will go to there, it is a tax and all is there. They will be displaying, a lot of places have you seen when the car and all purchase, okay, car price is coming as, let's say 5 lakh rupees, but you have to pay 5 lakh only, no, plus its tax, road tax, this tax and all, okay, then it will be something around, let's say 6 lakh rupees. So what is the cost of the car? 5 lakh, but I have to pay plus tax. So the amount I had to spend it is equal to that. Or when you buy this one, like nowadays every newspaper it is there, no, buildings are there. Cost of this flat is 1.5 crore. That only is it the cost, that only I had to pay plus its property tax or tax registration charges and all GST. Okay, that is it. Original cost is this much but plus tax. So I have to pay that also. So amount I paid is this one, 16,500. But actual cost of this one, okay, understood or not?
Yes.
That is so. So amount of the bill is the cost of the item. This is the cost price. Clear now?
Yes.
Okay now? What happened to that girl? All okay? Oh, so I thought you are sitting and thinking something. I thought something. Seriously you are thinking. Okay, chalo, that's all. Let's any doubts or difficulties are there? Always you ask. Clarify the doubts and difficulties, then only you can do the sums and all, okay? Let's take the exercise 1.2. While doing one by one sums, it will be more clear for you. Take the exercise, volume is there with you now? Okay, take out the volume, exercise 1.2. Taken 1.2, all of you? Page number 11, I suppose.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Taken, open your notebook also. You will call or no problem. Yeah. Yes. One of you read the question. Ishmeet, read the question.
Fill in the blanks. When the goods and services are sold for 15,000 under the extra-street transaction from station A to station B, and the rate of GST is 12%.
Okay.
As per the GST system.
Okay, you have to find out the fill in the blanks. Okay, so reading this statement, what all things you got? 15,000 and under which one? Intrastate transaction. Intrastate transaction means what you have to calculate? CGST and SGST. What is GST is given? 12%. So what could be GST? GST 6%. SGST also is 6%. Is there any discount over here? Nothing mentioned, so no discount. Okay. So ask us SP at station A
15,000.
So write down, isn't it? Right. SP at the station A selling price. Write in your notebook. SP at A is equal to 15,000 rupees. SP at A is equal to rupees 15,000. Okay, then what is the next one? CGST. CGST will be how much percentage? 6 by 100 into SP, that is 15,000. Calculate. Cancel the zeros and multiply. 900 rupees. Okay, then what is the next one? SGST. Same value will be there, 6 by 100 into 15,000. That is also is 900 rupees. Okay. Next. This much is clear now?
Yes, sir.
Next is CP. Yes, what happened? Okay. CP at station B. CP at the station B. It is saying SP at station B, they will be saying 15,000 now. Cost price 15,000 rupees. Are you followed? Cost price. Tax will not be come under the cost price. Okay. Then next what is given? Profit is given now how much? 5,000 rupees. Therefore, SP, this is profit. SP at B is equal to, both you have to add, yes or no? Profit has to be added now.
Yes.
So how much will be coming? 20,000 rupees. Whichever the step is not followed, please tell me. Okay, profit is now. Next is, what is that? That much is over. So point D is over now. Now the same goods or service is moved out to interstate transaction from station B to station C. So interstate means what you have to do?
IGST.
IGST. The same thing only that they have given GST only. So IGST and GST is there. So therefore next is GST is equal to, how much will be GST?
12%.
12 by 12% of 20,000. Find out.
2,400.
2,400 rupees. Okay. Then next value, what is they asked you? CP.
So why is
Wait.
20,000?
Wait. This is 20,000.
So why the 12% is calculated on 20,000 instead of 50,000?
So there is a profit is there na? See, is he selling at B? Is he selling at this one? 15,000 is he selling? Plus there is, look at the, read the question, there is a profit also there na? So then how much he is selling? 15,000 plus profit he has to sell. This is the cost price. So I bought for 15,000. I wanted a profit of 5,000. Then how will I sell? Plus 5,000. That is the selling price. Understood or not? I bought this article for how much? 15,000. I am keeping thinking I need to get a profit of how much money? 5,000. So how much I have to sell? This I have to sell for 20,000. That's why 5,000. CP at C will be how much? 20,000 rupees. Over or anything else? Done. Check, try to think and try to see what is it unknown. If any problems are there, if not followed, please tell me. Clarifications are required. Doubts should be keep on frequently asked. Otherwise, just copying from the board, it's not going to help you. Shani, are you following? Yes or no? A lot of work. You from which school? 7th grade. 7th grade. Okay. Yeah. Chalo, that is over now. Any clarification anyone required? Those who are newcomers, little confusions will be there because this is a new one exercise you are not done. Second, Ishmeet, what happened? Yeah, tell na, loudly speak. Problem or not follow, tell na. Okay. So next is, so this is the question number 1. Second question we will go further. Okay, so one of you read. Yes, read. You read.
The strategies are produced from after leading to quantification for rupees 20,000 and then from quantity vendors at the rate of GST and 18% and the profit product transfer is 5,000. Find the net GST rate available by the dealer and master upon completion.
Little more loudly you have to read. Okay, so all of you read that question once again. First is from where it is all, from Agra to where?
Kanpur.
To Kanpur. From Kanpur where it is gone?
Rajasthan.
Jaipur, Rajasthan. So first it was intrastate. Then it is gone to interstate. Everywhere GST is given as how much? 18%. Okay. Followed the state question? Followed the question?
Yes, sir.
Final answers we will write later. But you followed the question. So those are not followed. Look here. There at Agra, he sells to you Kanpur for how much? 20,000 rupees. Okay. Then what happened? In turn, from Kanpur he sells to Rajasthan for how much? How much he is paying? For how much amount he is selling the item? 20,000 plus 5,000 profit. 25,000. Okay, so Jaipur, this man, Agra person is selling for 20,000. Then Kanpur person is selling for 25,000. And is it Jaipur person is selling? No, he stopped over there. Okay, he is the end user considered. Okay, are you followed this much?
Yes.
Okay, so you can write first one, SP at Agra. What is SP at Agra? First is Agra, no?
20,000.
SP at Agra is equal to rupees 20,000. Okay. So CP at where?
Kanpur.
Kanpur. Same 20,000 only, not?
Yes.
Okay. 20,000. Which transaction? GST is how much? 18%. Interstate or intrastate? Correct. You're right. It's intrastate. Intrastate transaction. Therefore, CGST is equal to half 9 by 100 into 20,000. 1,800 all of you got?
Yes.
Rupees. Those are not followed, please tell me. SGST. This is at Kanpur. Where at Kanpur we are doing SGST is equal to how much? Again it is same 9 by 100 into 20,000, which is equal to same 1,800. Amount of bill they did not ask, so for the time being this much. At last we can write now. Next is SP at Kanpur will be how much?
25,000.
Profit is given now 5,000. So 20,000 plus 5,000, that is equal to 25,000. That is same as CP at where is it? Jaipur, no? 25,000. Okay. It is which type of transaction? Interstate. They asked you now to find out of the cost at one. So, right, it's interstate transaction. Therefore, IGST is equal to 18 by 100 into 25,000. 18 by 100 into 25,000. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Doubt is there? Please tell. Okay. Calculation done. 0, 0 cancel. 25 to 18. 15 to 9. 4,500 rupees now. Rupees 4,500. This much calculations all done. Now you can check one by one situation. What is the first one?
Net GST payable by
Next, so for Kanpur, what is ITC? Input tax. Okay, input tax at Kanpur. Nobody is telling. At Kanpur, how much? How much is the tax paid by Kanpur? What? 1800 plus 1800. That is equal to 3,600 rupees. Output tax. How much? How much he is getting the tax? 4,500. Yes or no? That is the amount. Therefore, net tax at Kanpur is equal to how much? 4,500 minus 3,600. 900 rupees. ₹900. That is the first answer required. Are you followed? Not able to see? It is not required. 900 rupees. Okay now. Next, the last, another one more part is there now. What is it? CP or cost? Cost now. Cost at Jaipur. It is not CP. Cost means how much? Total amount paid. That is how much? 25,000 plus 4,500. That is rupees 29,500. If it was CP means it is 25,000 only. Cost. How much it is costed you? Okay. How much is the cost costed for this one? Means you have to cost price plus its tax. This value. This is at Jaipur. Jaipur person, how much he has to pay to Kanpur person? First is the cost you have to pay plus tax you have to pay. That is called cost at. Understood or not? Okay. See, Agra person. See how much. Listen here. How much is this one? Kanpur person has to pay to Agra person. How much Kanpur has to pay to Agra? 20,000 plus 1,800 plus 1,800. Are you followed? That is 20,000 plus 3,600, 23,600. Now, here, this one, Jaipur man has to pay to Kanpur person is how much? 25,000 plus its tax. Understood or not? Are you followed, all of you?
Yes.
Now, what is the input tax at Agra? Nothing is, we don't know. Nothing is mentioned over there, isn't it? What is out? Because we don't know from where Agra got it. Maybe the manufacturer means 0. Okay. What is the output tax at Agra? 3,600. What is the input tax at Kanpur? 3,600. What is the output tax at Kanpur? 4,500. Now come to which one? Jaipur. Input tax at Jaipur? 4,500. And output tax at Jaipur? 0. Because end user. Nothing is mentioned means end user. After that, no transaction is going. Are you following? Somewhat idea is getting now?
Yes.
Okay. Any those who still problems are there, always keep on ask. Don't think that I wrote everything, what is done. Not that one. Is it gone in your brain? Okay, when the question comes, are you able to do? Basically, look here, if it is calculation, it is only percentages calculations only. What you are doing? Percentage and adding only. Or discount means subtracting only. Okay. But you should understand the question, what discount, where you have to calculate that. That's very important thing. Okay, no formula, nothing is there to do. All right, okay now. Any problem?
No, sir.
What happened? Okay, following or not? You can read the next question. Question number 3. Loudly read.
A is a dealer in Banaras. He supplies goods service worth rupees 8,000 to a dealer B in Agra. Dealer B in turn supplies the same goods service to dealer C in Patna, Bihar at a profit of rupees 1,200. Find the input and output taxes for the dealer C under GST system. If the rate of GST is 18% and C does not sell his goods service further.
Okay, so C does not sell. Okay, so process is followed at station A. Station A is where? Benares. Station B is where? Agra. So both are in the same stage. Therefore, which transaction is there? Interesting. Station C is where? Patna. Patna Bihar. Therefore, it is interesting. Okay, understood or not? Are you followed? Okay, so right at station A. At station A. In bracket you can write which is station A. Station A, which is the one? Benares, no? Benares. What is it? SP only is there, no?
Yes.
He's selling the article, no? How much? Rupees?
8,000.
8,000. Okay, then station, nothing else to do. Station B. Where is it? Agra. So, what is CP?
8,000.
No discount. Where is why? Sometimes discount is there, then it is okay. That is 8,000. Okay, GST is how much? 18%. Interstate or intrastate? Intrastate. Therefore, CGST. How much? 9 by 100 into 8,000. Rupees 720. These are ready-made answers. Now you will not get. Okay, all of you have to calculate. Okay, then SGST. Same value, no? 9 by 100 into 8,000. Calculations, all of you have to do it. 1 or 2 sums only I will do this way, or then I will ask you people to do. Okay, then after that, next is, so over there it is over. So next is SP. The profit is there, no? Okay, I will write profit. Profit is how much?
1,200.
Profit is equal to 1,200. Therefore, SP 8,000 plus 1,200, that is equal to 9,200. Now, station C. Why I am writing in detail so that you will understand. Sometimes after that you can certain steps you can skip, because now it's station C. Where is station C? Patna. Patna. Therefore CP is how much? 9,200. Okay. Which transaction? Interstate. Interstate. So what you have to do it directly? IGST is equal to directly 18 by 100 into 9,200.
1,656.
Probably what is the problem?
1,656.
How much you got? All of you multiply.
1,656.
Are you are telling again and again?
Yes.
Others will answer, no?
1,600.
1656. 1656. This much. Now no more transaction now. Okay. Now first question. What is the first question asked?
Input tax.
Input tax at
Dealer C under GST.
input tax at C. Okay. Input tax for C. How much?
1,656.
7.
56.
Huh? Very good. Smart people. Smart people. I should clap for everyone. Input tax means what?
720%.
What is the meaning of input tax? I will make thousand tax collected is called input. Input tax is tax collected. So if not that one. If not that one. Very simple. Input tax means what? Tax paid. Right? It's somewhere right over there. Input tax means what? Tax paid. How much is C is paid as tax over here?
So 144.
He is paying and he is collecting this one now. C is purchasing from here now. So that means he has to pay this amount now. He is selling to someone. Understood or not? Oh, wait. What is the question first asked?
C is the end user.
Wait, sorry. Input tax for C. So how much is the tax he is paying collecting? So he is paying is rupees 16. Sorry, I made it. I was keep on thinking B. Okay, 1656. Okay, input tax for C means how much? He has to pay how much? 1656. So I may be confused. Okay, B. I was thinking B and B. Then what is the next one?
Output tax.
Output tax for C is equal to rupees 0 because he is the end user. He is the end user. Are you followed?
Yes, sir.
I was B as in my mind I was B. Okay? Are you followed?
Yes, sir.
Still confusion? If you want to check, what is the input tax for B? Input tax for B 720 plus 720. Okay. And what is the output tax for B? 1656. Okay, that question they did not ask. Okay. Now, question number, this is for only this part they asked, nothing else will be asked. I thought every transaction they asked. This is the question number which one?
3.
3. All of you read the question number 4 yourself. Read yourself the question number 4. What happened there? No book. Book is there now. Those who followed the question, raise your hand. Meaning followed. Quite a lot of people have followed the question. Okay. Calculation we will do together. Okay. One of you followed. One of you read the question loudly. Who will read loudly the question? Read.
A is a dealer in Meerut, UP. He supplies goods/services worth rupees 50,000 to a dealer B in Ratlam, Madhya Pradesh. Dealer B in turn supplies the same goods/services to dealer C in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh at a profit of rupees 3,000. If rate of tax under GST system is 18%, find the cost of goods services to the dealer C in Jabalpur, net tax payable by dealer B.
Okay, so there are first is from Meerut, it's starting, isn't it? So you can write station A, Meerut. Station A. Meerut. What is SP?
15,000.
15,000 now. Then where is the next one? Station B?
Madhya Pradesh.
Ratlam. Ratlam MP. Okay. Then what is CP? Same 15,000 now.
Yes.
GST.
18%.
GST is equal to 18%. Interstate or intrastate? Interstate. Therefore, IGST equal to 18 by 100. Don't shout the answers. I will ask someone to give the answer. Dispatch step not forward. Hey, huh? Hey, hello. What did you can understand? No, don't shout the answers. Let all of them calculate. Who got the answer? 4, 5, 6 people got. What is the answer?
IGST.
Huh?
27.
2700. 2700 rupees. All of you got the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That much is over. That's it. Now we go to where? Profit also, na? Profit is how much? 3,000 rupees. Therefore, his SP is how much? 30. 15,000 plus 3,000, na? 18,000, isn't it or not? Then station C. Where is station C? Jabalpur. Jabalpur is in same MP only, na? Okay, so what is the CP? 18,000. Okay, now it is in which state? Intrastate. Intrastate. Therefore, CGST. Don't shout the answer. 9 by 100 into 18,000. Calculate. Abhi, what happened? Write fast na. More calculated. Yes, what is the answer? 1620. All of you got same answer only?
Yes, sir.
Write down 1620. Then SGST also all of you write. Rupees 1620 SGST, say 9 by 100 into 18,000 rupees 1620. Again station, another station is there? No. Okay. Now it's almost somewhat getting idea, no?
Yes.
All of you have to calculate and all. Interstate, intrastate and all. Now what is the first question? What is the first question?
Goods, cost of goods services to the dealer C.
Cost of goods and services. So in Jabalpur, no?
Yes, sir.
Jabalpur is where? Okay, station C. So cost at C, how much? 18,000 plus 1620 plus 1620. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How much find out? 21,000? 21,240 rupees is the cost. That is all. Cost at C, Jabalpur only. Then what else?
Net tax payable by dealer.
Dealer B. So ITC for B. What is ITC for B?
2,700.
2,700. Output tax.
3,240.
How much? 1620 plus 1620. That is equal to 3240. Therefore, net tax by B is equal to 3240 minus 2700. 540. Atharva more. He is thinking about still mobile. He wanted to buy the mobile. No answers are coming. I did not ask. Calculation mistake don't make. Okay, be careful. Over. More are there?
Yes.
One more part is there. This question is over. Then what is more? What's the next question? Okay, followed now.
Yes, sir.
Joseph, I think nobody is asking it out. No doubts, no difficulties. Sure.
Yes,
And
sir.
homework, sir. I don't know how to do it. We don't look. Next time I will give double the homework. Okay. Followed all of you?
Yes.
Okay, so take that. Okay?
Yes.
Next question. Okay, all of you read the next question. Try to understand the question. If not followed, we will do it. No. The same thing only service answer. Okay. Service tax, service charge. Okay. Goods service. Why both be using same word? Using the two. They didn't get the words. Not followed, tell me. Followed or what?
Yes, sir.
Should we do it together or you can do yourself? One more? No? Huh? Huh?
Where is Nainital?
Different state. Where is Delhi, all of you know?
Yes, sir.
Where is Calcutta, all of you know?
Yes, sir.
Add it up, these three different states. Okay, all are
Interstate.
in the state. Okay, now. Previously, Nainital was in UP, na? Uttarakhand when it started, recently started, no? Before that, now it is become Uttarakhand. Generally, they will give the state also. That is another confusion of which state. Okay, chalo. Let's start together or let's do together or you can do yourself. Only one person only said we can do ourselves. Still some of them are not confident. Okay? Yes, Nainital, she want to go to Nainital, she is talking about Nainital. Okay, read the question. Nainital there.
Consultancy services worth rupees 50,000 are transferred from Delhi to Calcutta at the rate of GST 18%. And then from Calcutta to Nainital the corporate rupees 20,000 at the same rate of GST.
Okay.
Find the output tax at Delhi, Calcutta and Nainital.
Okay, so station A. Station A is where? Delhi. Okay, then service charges. Okay, bracket you can write SP is equal to how much? 15. 50. Okay, station B. Calcutta. Okay, cost of service charges.
50,000.
Cost of service charges is CP. Saying 50,000. Okay.
50,000.
Huh?
SP is 50,000.
50,000. 50. Okay. Then GST is how much?
18.
18%. Interstate or intrastate? Intra or interstate, na? IGST is equal to 18 by 100 into 50,000. How much?
9,000.
9,000. Calculations are very simple now.
90,000.
You are putting more zeros. I am putting 9,000. Okay. Then next is profit.
Profit of 20,000.
Is equal to rupees 20 and 1,000. Therefore, SP of consult service charges. That is rupees 70,000. Then that is now station C. Where? Nainital. Okay, C cost of service cost CP is equal to 70,000. Interstate or interstate? Interstate. Therefore, IGST is equal to same 18 by 100 into 70,000. 18 sevens are 126. Huh?
12,600.
Or 400. Why 400? 18 to 7 is how much? 126 now. 8 sevens are 56 now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So calculation is over. Now one by one we have to write. What is the first question?
Output tax of Delhi.
Output tax at Delhi.
9,000.
3, 4 are telling, others no, or doesn't know. Just copying only. Is equal to rupees 9,000. I'll ask some of you come and do it on the board.
Output for output Calcutta.
Output at Calcutta. How much?
126.
Rupees 12,600. Then
190,000.
output tax at 90,000.
Zero.
Now end user now. Are you following all of you?
Yes, sir.
Anyone having a problem?
No, sir.
More part is there?
No.
All steps are done now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which chapter is doing in your school?
Banking.
I am not over it.
Completed the linear inequation.
Quadratic equation.
What are you doing?
In my
All different chapters. Okay. We have to speed up now. Okay, next question now. Yes, yes. Now. How many more are there?
2.
2 more. We will quickly do it now. Yes, yes, then now. You ask now, what is the doubt? You. End user. End user means last person. Don't worry, okay? You just ask, sir, what is the return? My handwriting is very good now. That is okay now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next question. Let's do it. Hello? Following now? Sure. Question number 6. We're going to read. Fighting. More is fighting or?
Sir is taking a pen. Sir is not waiting. He is continuously writing, sir.
What more? He is coming and sitting with you and you are not helping him.
Sir is taking.
So, Acha. Yes, full reading. Read. Okay.
Manufacturer of TV sets in Delhi. He manufactures a particular brand of TV set and marks it at rupees 75,000. He then sells this TV set to a wholesaler in Punjab at a discount of 30%.
Others be quiet now. Okay.
Half price of one TV set bought by 30% and then sells it to dealers in Delhi. If the rate of GST is equal to 5%, fine tax and GST paid by wholesaler to the government.
Okay. Wholesaler B to the government. So there are A, B, C is there now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. A is at where? Delhi. B is at Punjab. C is at Delhi. Delhi goes to Punjab. Punjab to okay. Hey, what is the problem? These two are continuously talking. Ask the doubt now. We will clarify now. Followed or not? Okay, let's start. Ajay, station A. Station A. Who's going to give the answers? Who's going to give the answer for this question? Nobody. Okay, that means nobody followed the question. You are going to give? You will give the answer for me, this question. Can you give the answer for this one? She's thinking. See, tell now, we will calculate. Not confident. See, there are 5, 6 people are confident. Okay, girl said. Okay, so, okay, you. Okay, station A. All of you start writing, station A. Where is station A? Tell now. Delhi. Okay, then what is SP? Yes or no?
It's MRP, right?
It is not SP. It
So
is
MRP.
MRP. It is MRP. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
There is a discount is given now.
30%.
Discount percentage is equal to how much? 30%. Therefore,
Selling price is
you can write selling price is equal to 70% of the MRP. Otherwise, find out 30% and subtract. Both are same thing only. So 70 by 100 into 75,000. So cancel and get it. Rupees 52,500. Where is station? Who is talking in between? Station B. Punjab. What is it, CP? Rupees 52,500. Yes or no? Okay, then interstate or intrastate? I'll write once GST. GST is equal to how much percentage? 5%. No. Since it is interstate, what will be? Therefore, IGST is equal to 5 by 100 into 52,500. So 0 cancel and 525. 2625, isn't it? Now what is he doing? Yes.
Again back to Delhi.
Back to Delhi, but there is a problem. What he does?
increase the price by 30%.
From where he is increasing?
From the MRP.
From 52,500 or MRP?
MRP.
MRP. So first you write what is MRP? MRP is how much? 75,000. Increased price or profit? Profit is how much? 30 by 100 into 30% is increasing now. That is equal to how much?
22,500.
22,000. Oh, he is cunning man. Which means increase the. Therefore, what is SP?
97,000.
75,000
Plus
plus 22,500. That is equal to rupees 97,500.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, station C. That is again Delhi. Yes or no? CP. CP is how much?
97,500.
Okay. Interstate or intrastate?
Inter.
Interstate. Therefore, IGST. 5% now. 5 by 100 into 97,500. How much you got? 975 into 5.
4,970. 4,975.
Yes.
Done, all of the calculations are done.
Yes.
What is the confusion? Yeah. Some doubt is there? Yes.
So I need condition, sir, which says the profit should be on 52,500.
Or read the question now. In the question it's clearly written. Loudly. Increase the mark price by. This is the MRP. He discounted. So he's the cost price. Cost price is not mark price. Whatever mark price are there, he increased by 30%. So he made it into 97,500. Let's finish the answer question. This question only. Let's do it now. Over, not over. Now what is the question asked?
The net tax.
Net tax by B. B. Okay. ITC for B.
4,975.
ITC for
I'm getting 487.
Somebody said 4975. All of you multiply. Who? How many? 975 into? Is 4975 or 4875?
48.
My bad.
947.
See, I trust you people of then multiplication. At least don't copy. At least here it is originally 975 into 5 only had to multiply. ITC for B is how much?
2625.
Rupees 2625. Output tax
4875.
is equal to rupees 4875. Net tax to the government.
2250.
Net tax to government is equal to 4875 minus 2625. How much?
2250.
2250 rupees. Yes.
I should have done my fraction.
What is the check now? All the steps are written on the board now.
I should have calculated in net tax profit, but I'm unable to.
Net tax on no. Here profit. What is the profit? Tell me what is the profit for that time coming. Your profit is different. You know what is the profit?
So that, so 225.
What is the profit?
22,500.
Wrong.
45,000.
Check what is the cost price 52,500. What is the selling price? Punjab man is very cunning. He is very smart man, isn't it? What he did? He got with the discounted price. On the top of it, made 30% extra. So how much his profit is getting? 97,500 minus 45,000 rupees he got. Isn't it or not? Almost double profit. But Delhi man is, he went to Punjab to buy. If he bought from here, he could have got the TV set for how much? 52,500. Whereas he has to pay for how much? 97,500 plus. Just go to Punjab, wet it. Poor man doesn't know what happened. Follow all of you.
Yes,
Nothing to do about whether, when and all. Okay, this is called business. Who made profit? Okay now. Shh. Are you followed all of you?
Yes, sir.
Read question carefully. Every term in the question is very important. What is increased, what is decreased and all. That is very important to find out. Okay. See, when along with me, when we do together, you feel they so simple. But when you do individually, you come to know what is the problem. Don't think that these are so simple. Okay. This is all brains. There are around 21, 22 students are there. Plus me. There are 23 people brain is working. Together and answer is coming output over here. When you do single-handedly, you have to do it. So don't ever think about, oh, it's written, everything is so simple. When it is making simple? When you do yourself. And learn, then only. Okay, so always think about that. That is why, whenever the questions are done, please clarify. I have a doubt. Please clarify. I am not followed, sir. Once again explain. He will tell. So he found out where you made a mistake. So he immediately asked, what is the problem? There was a problem there. Okay, like that one by one things find out. Okay, over. One more question is there now? Oh, this is the last question, okay, of this exercise. Okay. Chalo. Okay, now let's come to who is going to read and explain the question. Yes, read loudly.
For a tender, half price of a refrigerator is equal to rupees 50,680, inclusive of GST at the rate of 12% on the market price. However, a customer for this refrigerator asks the trader to reduce the market price of the refrigerator to such an extent that its reduced price plus GST on it is equal to market price of the refrigerator. Find the required reduction.
All of you read that question 2 times. It is not directly it is given. All of you read that question twice. Read the question so that we question, then you will answer to me the following things. Yeah. Okay. Now tell me what is this 15,680?
MRP.
Is it MRP? No, it's not.
Inclusive of GST.
It is the amount of bill, na? It is not MRP. It's written mark price inclusive of GST. Means selling price plus GST is equal to how much? 15,680. And what is the GST percentage? 12%. Now he has to sell it. Again, what he is demanding?
Is demanding the mark price to be reduced to such an extent that reduced price plus GST on it equal to mark price of the.
That means Gagan will pay. What is the amount he will pay to that person, shopkeeper? Only mark price. In that mark price, GST should be there. For example, if the mark price is for, let's say, 15,000 rupees, Gagan will pay. You adjust whatever you need to do it. I will pay 15,000. Okay. Suppose in this one, for example, I'll tell you. Let's say this is a refrigerator. Okay, refrigerator is kept over there. He is writing over here 10,000. I'll say example. Let's say it's plus 20% GST. Okay, so therefore, what will be the amount of the bill should be? How much? 10,000 plus 2,000. It should be 12,000. Now, what Gagan say to the shopkeeper? I will pay this much amount only, which should include your GST. I will not pay 12,000 rupees. Are you followed?
Yes.
I will pay how much? 10,000, which will be included GST. So you reduce the price, whatever you want to reduce, but I will pay you 10,000. So how much should be reduction? Means this 10,000 will be equal to selling, not 8,000. That I am coming to you. One more thing. Not 8,000. That means selling price plus 20% of selling price will be equal to 10,000. Now, next is, according to this question, it is not given this way. It is given over here, it is marked 12,000 inclusive of GST. That 10,000 was not given. Okay. Now, what he is telling, Gagan is telling, this you are telling it is my inclusive of GST now. Again, what he is telling? Find out its mark price. I will pay that much only including GST. Means whatever is it 10,000 which is included. That is a question over here it is given. Are you followed? It is two calculations are there. Now one more thing you remember. What is 10% of 100? What is 10% of 100? 10. If you subtract from 110, how much you will get? 90. If it is 10% to 90, will it get 100? Are you followed? 100 minus 10% of 100 and 90 plus 10% of 90 are not same. Are you followed? Means from 100, 10% deduct and add from 90, these both are not same. This will come 90 rupees, whereas this will come out with 99. Both are not same. That is why keep in mind. So first thing is you have to find out what is the MRP of the, okay, so write selling SP including GST is equal to how much?
50,680.
680 rupees. Okay. Let MRP is equal to X, rupees X. And GST is how much is given?
12%.
That is 12%. Therefore, X plus 12% of X will be equal to 15,680. Because MRP is same as the selling price. That means X plus 12x by 100 will be equal to 15,680. LCM take 100 plus 12 is 112x upon 100 is equal to 15,680. Are you followed?
Yes.
100 plus 12. LCM taking now, divide by 1 and all. Therefore, x is equal to, don't shout the answers. 15,000 cross multiplication into 100 divided by 112.
So I know what we have.
Got the answer? Don't tell the answer. Those who got the answer, okay. Don't give the answer. Let them all calculate. 15,000. Should I write once again this one? It is 15. Cancellation, all of you had to do it. Cancellation, Avi. Who got the answer? This one. 3 people. Fast. I don't think it's so good. Cancellation done now.
Yes, sir.
Who all got the answer now? Still 3 only, 4 only. Cancellation done. Not looking, you have to cut 2s you can cancel, then it is 56. 56, so if you want to cancel 8 you can cancel, 7 you can cancel or directly cancel. What is the answer you got? 14,000. This is the MRP. Okay. This much is all of you done?
Yes.
Okay. Now, next is, what is it? Let SP for Gagan is equal to Y rupees. Therefore, Y plus how much? 12 or 18? 12, sorry. Y plus 12% of Y is equal to 14,000. Gagan said he will pay 14,000 only. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
This also same way, we'll do it same form. That is Y plus 12Y by 100 is equal to 14,000. That is 112Y upon 100 is equal to 14,000. Y is equal to 14,000 into 100 divided by 112. See, More did not follow the question.
No, sir.
Yeah, in the school. Not followed. Calculate now. See, he's also looking at me and sitting. Additional 60. That is 112, not 122. 112. Hey, who's that? Bhatia.
Yes.
You know 16 into 7 is how much? 16 multiplied by 7. The meaning should I do?
That's
Everyone is looking. Cheating. Eight thousand. 1000 is 125 now. So 12,500. It's so complicated multiplication. Therefore, 12,500. So, what is the question being asked? Find the required reduction. How much he has to require reduction? 1,500 rupees has to be required reduction is equal to required reduction is equal to MRP minus this one. So what is it? 14,000 minus 12,500. That is equal to rupees 1,500. This much has to be reduction to be done. Now, after completion, I tell you, I think this question in the textbook it is been reframed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So why I am telling this one, my school it was done this way.
Yes.
So sir, we are doing some other way. So read. That is why always read the question.
Yes, sir.
Think and do. I think this question has made it into little more simplified form in the textbook. Okay, so that is why. So always read the question. Don't think that I have done this question in the school or same method and proceed. Not that way. This is the school. This was 14,000. Understood all of you?
Yes, sir.
Any problem you are facing?
No, sir.
These questions are done.
Yes.
Exercise is over.
Yes, chapter.
After also over. Now look here. In that exercise you can see how many homework questions are there? 4. And there is after that one previous quality. Okay. So how many questions you have to do it? 5 questions. Have you seen the homework exercise?
Yes, sir.
So you all have to do total 5 questions. Some of the that is going down like this. After a week only I am asking it. Now next week onward, daily weekly 3 classes will be there. 1 lecture will be there. Monday, Wednesday. So that means 1 hour. That means what I not be less work only. So how many homework exercise plus 1 exercise of the after that there is a previous word question is there na?
Yes, sir.
Whichever not done yet. You did not. You do it. Don't worry. Okay. Huh? Inclusive, exclusive means not added. Okay. Look here. This is including. This is 14,000 is exclusive of GST. This is 15,680 is inclusive of GST. The amount of bill is called inclusive of GST.
So the required reduction will be 15,680 minus.
No, this is not the actual price of this one. This is the tax is now. Amount wait now. 1680 was the tax. Okay, actual price of that for refrigerator is 14,000. So he projected us this amount is equal to how much? Now when you go to the shop, why they will show this amount only. They will not show this plus tax. Nobody will buy. For this, they will tell I will pay this much. So that is the one. Okay. Yes. What happens? We now. New students we will do. Don't worry. Okay. All right. All of you listen now. What is happening over there, both of you? Any problem? Tell now. You clarify. I will clarify now. No. Not all. Okay. Now listen. For the new student, those who joined today, the first exercise we have not done. Office people will contact you. What is to be done and all. They will tell you. Okay, whether extra lecture required or you can do yourself and all. We will tell you. Don't worry about that one. Okay. Whatever you are present over here, and for the new students, little confusion because this is based on the previous chapters, previous exercise. Okay, so don't worry about whenever in the maths, in the middle of the chapter, if you start means always there is a confusion. Now, next is second thing. This chapter is over. You have to first thing is before doing the homework in your Selena textbook, it is there now. There are at least 6 to 7 solved examples are there. There in the textbook also you will see. No need to turn the page textbook and all. Listen here. You just, there are two exercises are there. After first exercise, there are 5 to 6 solved examples are there. You must go through the solved examples. Why I am telling again and again, the reason is there. There are a lot of times in the board examination questions, solved examples will come. And you realize this question was not there in the exercise at all. From where the question is solved examples. That's why solved examples are more important. Why? There is a reason also. When the person is making the question paper, they have to make the answer also. If I am the teacher making paper set, that means it's not the question given, it's solution also I have to make. For me, if the solved example is there, for me it's easy, otherwise I have to sit and write, we will refer the digest. So that is it. So you have to. So first thing is, you in the homework part, first thing is, you must go through all the solved examples, then do the homework exercise, and once again just go through this all classwork. If not followed, next class you should clarify your doubts. Clarification of doubts is yours. It's not my work. I cannot by looking at these people, I don't know who does not follow, who does not. That all I don't have that ability to identify. You people will ask, sir, how it is done? What is the problem? That like that one by one will be asked. Okay, now this chapter is done. Over. Now, Ryan Nerul. Who is on Ryan Nerul? Don't? Okay. Okay. Which is the chapter is going on? All same division or same school also different. Same school also different chapter. Binding is done.
Linear inequation.
Linear inequation. Now we have to do binding. Then after that we have to do. Don't worry. Okay. When is that? 9 we will do. Okay. First you do binding. Then we will do. Relax now. Okay. Don't take tension. Okay. This chapter is followed now. Okay. But it's not right. Now look here. Say again. Now, see, different schools are there, different chapters are going on, so sometimes matching with the exercises and chapters will be little difficult in the beginning. Because even school itself, and you will later see different division, different chapters will go. That also is there. So it's not possible to do all together. That also is there. Okay. So, but we will try to get your team to do. So next is we will be doing banking one. Banking will complete very fast. Even linear inequations also it will go fast. But these are chapters. What is the problem is you have to be very careful. Mistakes, calculation and not making mistakes. Too much. You have to be very. Here it's a one step it is mistake is anything. And whenever the calculation goes lengthy, remember most of the cases the mistakes are done. Okay, in the examination also, whenever you write the questions, generally almost 90% of the exception cases are there, almost 90% of the questions directly you will get the answer. If it is after 2 3 things not going, means you just leave that question and go to the next question. Otherwise, you waste your time, answer also not, you will get confused, then by that time also gone. So that is why whenever you want more than 2 3 minutes, you should not continue. Answer is coming, there is 3 minutes all and stop. No, answer is coming, is complete and otherwise stop, leave that page, go to the next page, take another question and solve it always. Okay now. So done. So this part we have to do it. Next chapter is called banking. All the schools are done banking. So my work is easy. Yes or no? Okay. Yes. In banking there are deposit. We have only one part. Previously there was this chapter is being reduced to 1/4 of the chapter, not even 1/4, 1/6 of the chapter. Because previously banking was it was savings bank account interest we are finding. Okay, that is not there. Banking, what is banking means? Yes, bank deposits and all. Different types of accounts are there. Yes, okay, anyone? Different accounts are there. Have you heard about bank? Do you have a bank account? This girl, Which bank you have account? In which bank you have a bank account? You. You don't know? You know any bank names?
I don't know.
You name it. Any bank name of the banks, you know?
IGST.
IDFC, HDFC, SBI, Axis Bank, ICSE Bank, Baroda, Punjab Bank, National Bank, lot of banks are there, no? Okay. Canara Bank, South Indian Bank, Indian Overseas Bank, lot of banks are there. Okay. South Indian Bank, like that. Okay. Here, there are a lot of banks are there. Now, banks provide the services. Different services are there. One is you will open the accounts. You know what you mean by accounts?
Yes.
Account means you can deposit the money and withdraw the money. Okay. You withdraw the money means if you deposit something, they will ask you to withdraw. Not that they will get the money. Okay. If you put 10,000 rupees, then only you can collect the 10,000. Okay. If you deposit 10,000, you cannot collect more than 10,000. Okay. That or there are different situation cases are there. Okay. Now, so different types of accounts are there. One is called savings bank account. You know, savings bank account is for everyone, general public, it is savings bank account. Okay, this is for the saving purpose only. We have money, we will deposit. Otherwise, what happens, you know, if in your pocket the money is there, means what do? You keep on spending. Okay, so then the savings will not be there. That is why the word itself is called what? Savings bank account. Okay, then for doing, those are doing the business and all. Another type of account is called the current account. Okay, there are savings bank account, its own restrictions are there. This many number of transactions only you can do it and all. Current account, people they have the business doing, even if they have their facility to withdraw more than what they deposited, but automatically the deposits will come like that. Lot of facilities are there. Okay, person to person. Then next is what happened? What happened? Actually, you're thinking about the bank. Which bank you have an account? No bank account. What is your name?
Saksham.
Saksham. So try which bank account we have other has?
Sir, HDFC.
HDFC. Okay. We will find out from you later details of that. Okay. Chalo. More, you don't have a bank account, no?
No, sir, I don't.
Dad only knows. Everything bank, father, dad is the bank. Isn't it? Chalo. Now, next is again the other type of accounts are there. Fixed deposit, recurring deposit. These are different accounts are there. Okay. Now, what do you mean by fixed deposit? You have a fixed value. Yes, Smith.
If money is deposited only once and it is a fixed amount.
It's a fixed amount. That is the last year we studied and all. Compound interest, simple interest and all. No. Banking is always it is in the compound interest form. Okay, compounding form. Okay. So once it is, let's say you have 50,000 rupees are there. It's a surplus money you don't need. So what you do? We go and deposit in the bank. After depositing in the bank means what do you do? Bank, let's say for 1 year, bank will tell there is an interest of let's say 6%. Then after 1 year, you will get 50,000 plus 6% in compound interest form. How it is calculated? Yeah, no, both of you. Now, in the compound interest form, that is a calculated amount, okay, amount in the form and all. Now, that is a case it is coming as for which one? Fixed deposit it is coming. Next is, another one is called recurring deposit. Recurring deposit account, RD account or recurring deposit account. You know what is recurring deposit? Who knows what is recurring deposit?
It's not fixed. Yes, sir.
It is amount is fixed.
Is it the interest given on
The
it?
amount is fixed, but it is deposited in a form period.
Yes, very good. It is a fixed amount we are depositing monthly basis. I said, you know, you have a fixed 50,000 rupees is there. That is once at a time only you have that you will deposit. Whereas another way, suppose your parent is giving pocket money. Okay, so let's say monthly, let's say 2,000 rupees you have given. Okay, out of which you could able to save let's say 500 rupees. So every month you have 500 rupees. So monthly saving is there at 500 rupees. So you can deposit in the bank. Okay, so this month you put 500 rupees, next month 500 rupees, every month they will put 500 rupees. Alright, okay, that is called which type of deposit? Recurring deposit. Okay, what is the, so who can now, so forward what is fixed deposit and what is recurring deposit? Saksham, what is the difference between fixed deposit and recurring deposit?
So fixed deposit has a certain amount and recurring deposit is means when we are continuously adding a certain amount.
So at the same amount, equal amount, is it or not? And fixed deposit is once in a while only, one at a time only. Whereas which one? Recurring deposit is monthly you are depositing. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This one, this is called the principal. Principal is called monthly installment. Okay, not principal, that is not the principal. Principal will be coming. Monthly installment. Every month, let's say 100 rupees you are paying. Understood or not? Now, let's say if it is coming as over here, suppose if you are, let's say there is also, let's say 100 rupees. This is the monthly installment is coming. Okay, now, over there, let's say it is for, let's say 2 years. 2 years means how many months are there? 24 months. Let's say rate of interest is given as, let's say as 8% per annum. That means 24 times you have to pay how much amount? 100 rupees. So therefore, what will be the value? 100 rupees is the first month you will pay. Second month how much you will pay? Again 100 rupees till 24 months. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
That means bank will be getting this 100 rupees. In the bank this 100 rupees is for how many months? 24 months. That is the first month. Second month, how many months will be there? 1 month less. If it is January started means this is January there, this is February, so 23 months. So bank has to give the interest for 100 rupees for how many months? 24 months. This 100 rupees for how many months?
23 months.
This third 100 rupees for how many months?
22 months.
Are you following or not?
Yes, sir.
So that means principal will be calculated in the way 100 into 24 plus 100 into 23 plus 100 into 22 plus etc. till the last month is 100 into 1. Are you followed?
Yes,
For
sir.
that one there will be a formula. So principal will be equal to monthly installment into n plus 1 by 2. Okay, so what is that? Principal will be calculated by what is the monthly installment into n plus 1 divided by 2. Means if it is n means a number of months. Monthly installment is how much? 100 rupees. So according to this case, what will be the principal? 100 into 24 into 24 plus 1 is 25 divided by 2. Okay. But principal, I did not calculate to the interest. Interest is coming. Okay, this is the one. Why this part? Now you must have, all of you done the school this one exercise. You must have not come across this one. Why means there is no question based on this one. Why I put up this one means this time MCQs were there, no? Term 1 was MCQ. Over there they asked this one, similar question was asked. What is the principle? So this is the principle. Okay, whereas we have directly given the formula, isn't it? Interest is equal to P into n plus 1 into
Upon 2 into 12 into rate.
okay, PRT by 100. Okay, that is the one. So this is the way to find out the principal. So remember, how will you calculate the principal? Monthly installment into n plus 1 divided by 2. Are you followed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is maybe it's now, it may not be. Why I am telling it's objective type of questions will be coming over in the exam. Okay, write the chapter heading. Write chapter heading as banking. Okay. Now, written the chapter heading banking.
Yes, sir.
So write for a recurring deposit. For a recurring deposit, principal is equal to, for a recurring deposit, principal is equal to monthly installment into n plus 1 by 2. Monthly installment into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is, we are not using this question formula in solving any of the question of this exercise. If they ask you what is the principal mean, this is the way to find out. Okay. Now, we are going, this much is written, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is principal. Principal is equal to P, monthly installment into n plus 1 by 2, where MI means monthly installment. In a month, how much you are paying. N means number of months. Yes.
Principal and only the monthly.
That is the thing we are coming now. This formula is used for, you don't write P also, principal you write. That is why this is only for, if they ask for principal, what is the equivalent principal they ask me, this is the value you have to find out. Okay. Understood now? Now. Next is, that is a principal will be calculated. Now we will be writing the formula. All of you know what is the formula?
Yes.
What is that? Interest is equal to, I is equal to P into n into n plus 1 divided by 2 into R into R upon 100. If there are lot of ways you can write this one. You can write it as, this one, everything together you can write 2400 also you can write. P into n plus 1 into R by 2400. P multiplied. Now, this is the formula to calculate the interest. Okay, so where? Over here you have to write. What is P? Monthly installment. That is why it should not confuse. Here you write P is how much? Monthly. Okay. N. Number of months. R. Rate per annum. Rate PA means per annum. Okay. The first formula which is used given is not for using this one. This is already. This is the principle. See, that is why time is taken as what? 1 by 12. This is for this many. So 1 month. How many months? That is the principle. This is the formula. Okay. And finally, one more formula, right? Maturity value. Maturity value is equal to P into N plus I. Maturity value is equal to P into N plus I. Yes.
R is small.
R is rate of
R is small, not capital.
If you write R small or capital, what difference? You write R is the rate of interest. Okay, small r, capital R, what difference is there? Small r and capital R, both same thing. Okay. Its own representation. Somewhere you see N is capital N. There is no problem. Okay. If you have learned with small r, write small r only. Next one. What is R here? You should know. What is R? Rate of interest per annum. Okay, these are the two formula you have to study. Okay, so the first formula which is given, not required. At later stage I will explain to you what is the way to do it. Okay, whereas this formula with the help of this one only we will be doing. Again, the questions over here, calculation sums are there. You have to be careful, calculations are there. So learn the formula, that's all, nothing else to do. Further I will explain again this one. Okay, homework, please do it and come, all of you. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day. You can leave. Bye.
You
ज्यादा लेंदी नहीं करते 500 में भाई भाई टांगू क्या सर कौन तू क्यों बोला थे लोकल से निकलेंगे
हाइट देखने का